And it's going to be a slow progression into that intense cold. It's not just going to all of a sudden go bam and it's 20 below. It's going to be a slow progression. Let's deal with first things first, though. We still have a lot of blowing and drifting snow. The winds have picked up as the front moves on through. And remember, that snow that fell this morning, that was really light and fluffy, so it's blowing all over the place. So we still have a winter weather advisory, not for snow. It's for blowing snow for the whole area until 6 o'clock in the morning on Monday. And still, as we head through Monday as well, expect some blowing snow, especially in the rural areas. Then, the real cold part of all of this, the part of the polar vortex, going to move on in, especially as we go into Monday night into the morning hours on Tuesday. In that time frame, this is going to be the coldest of all of it. Wind chills between 25 and 45 below. Now, it's going to be cold enough tomorrow. We'll get to that in a little bit. But when I talk polar vortex, that means someone is having some better weather than we are. We see the polar vortex move, but something moves in its place. And I think I found it. Look at Anchorage, Alaska. Above 30 degrees. So far this month, this January, 20 days. This is Alaska. Above 30 degrees, 20 days so far this month. Above 45 days, almost 50 degrees. It happened a couple times, just about 50, in Anchorage, Alaska this past week. There's where your warm air is, and they're begging for some snow out on the West Coast. And every day, they just keep seeing more and more warm days, and it's totally dry. So we're stuck in this pattern for the time being. 29 should be the average high. We're going to be happy to see average on that 10-day, and it doesn't look very good. I'll get to that in a little bit. High temperature map. We have the front sliding on to the south. There's International Falls checking in with a 0 today. Those are the kind of temperatures heading our way. Look at the west still. Billings, Montana at 46 degrees. They're stuck with the heat. We're stuck in the polar plunge. Right now, temperatures, remember, the front just moving on through, so it's not cold, that cold yet. 23 Milwaukee, 26 in Racine with wind chills. Everyone feels like they're 0 or above. So the real cold air isn't here yet, but it will get here later on tonight. So satellite and radar, it's real easy to see where the front is. Notice the curvature in the clouds. Still seeing a couple flurries or a snow shower. Accumulation is not a big deal tonight. And then we see that air coming straight in from the Arctic. It gets cold overnight. It's going to be a cold one tomorrow, but tomorrow night, Tuesday morning, that's the most bitter of all of this. So we have this wind chill advisory. It starts at midnight, runs until 9 p.m. on Monday. That's phase one of all this. And that time period, wind chills by the time you wake up in the morning between 15 and 30 below. I understand that's cold, but then look at this. Starting 9 p.m. on Monday through noon on Tuesday, there's our second wave. Wind chills between 25 and 40 below. That's that bitter, intense cold. So notice the isobars tightly packed. There's that wind blowing the snow around. So a frigid day tomorrow, and then the intense cold comes here tomorrow night into Tuesday morning. So get ready. Tomorrow morning, I understand it's still going to be cold. Let's break this all down for you. Tonight, 5 below. Colder inland, blowing snow. Wind chills 10 to 25 below. Tomorrow, wind chills all day, 20 to 30 below. Our high temperature only 3 below and a little bit colder inland, a little bit of blowing snow as well. Watch these temperatures tomorrow night. Waukesha inland 20 below, wind chills 25 to 40 below. That's the coldest out of all of this. So will Tuesday morning be. You start off with wind chills 30 to 40 below. Here's a look at your next 10 days. Remember, our average high temperature is 29 degrees. And none of these days on this 10-day outlook is above average. So we are just caught in this pattern. It is going to stay cold for the next 10 days. We'll be right back.